10 races to go. There will be 4 stages in the final 10 races. So more points on offer for the rest of the season. Should be a chaotic finish to this season. Ricky Stenhouse Jr. gets pole here at Iowa with Todd Gilliland to his outside. Then in row 2, the championship leader Austin Cindric with Chase Briscoe starting in 4th. Christopher Bell in 5th and Jimmy Johnston in 6th. Johnson has finished runner-up in the past 2 races to vault himself back in championship contention. Josh Berry 7th, William Byron 8th, Bubba Wallace 9th, and last week's winner, Shane Van Gisbergen, rounds out your top 10. Here's where the rest of the field starts. There you see Kyle Larson and Ryan Blaney, 16th and 17th in points. And the Trackhouse boys, Zilich and Castroneves, bring up the rear. So, should be a really fun one today here at Iowa. Stage 1. Stage 1 is 6 laps. Stage 2, 6 laps. Stage 3, 6 laps. And stage 4 is 7 laps. Hold on a second. I believe I'm missing some people. I think I'm missing 2 cars. Hang on. I don't see Ross. Let me get him in here. Who's the other one? Let me think. There's Ross, Cindric, Dylan, Noah, Larson, Brad, Haley, Bush, Elliott, Ty Dillon, Denny Hamlin, Blaney's here. Allmendinger's here, Busher's here. Chase Briscoe? Yeah, he's here. Bell's here, Barry's here. Log's here, Bubba's here. Byron. Then Todd. Zane. Custer. John Hunter. Eric Jones. Reddick. Ricky. Jimmy. Ty Gibbs. Jimmy, Connor, Shane, Elio, Suarez. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24, 26, 28, 30, 32, 34, 35. Hold on a second. There's 2 cars for 1 person out here. I don't know who. I'll figure it out. Might be for... No, it's not Bowman. I only see 1 for Ricky. Todd. There's a duplicate here. Who is it, though? Oh, I know who it is. It's Bell. There's 2 for Bell. All right. There we go. Got the duplicate out of here. Everyone's going to move up a row. All right. Now we can go green at Iowa after that snafu. We're green. Oh, shit. Doggo had to puke. What a hot start, huh? At the line, Chase Briscoe leads lap number 1. Chaos throughout the pack. Briscoe in the lead, then 3 wide, Barry, Byron, Bell. Strong shove up the middle. William Byron gets to the outside of Briscoe for the lead. Up the middle, here's William Byron. He goes to the lead. Then Josh Berry makes it 3 wide for second, and Josh Berry will go side by side for the lead with Byron. Byron with a push from Bowman. 3 wide now for second. Big push on the outside line for Josh Berry. He's next to the 24. He's ahead of the 24. Now the 24 fights back. Berry gets shuffled out. Byron to the lead with Bowman. Here comes a third Hendrick car. Vaulting into the mix is Kyle Larson. Lap number 3 begins. Bowman shoots high. Larson shoots high. Up the middle comes Ross, as well as Bush on the low side. And Castro Neves is already up in the second. Bush gets shuffled. Only 2 cars on the bottom line. That is Keselowski and Wallace. Big push up the middle for Connor Zilich. Brad on the bottom getting a shot. Byron in the lead. Then it's Castro Neves. Then it's Logano. Then it's Allmendinger. And in the middle, here comes Chastain with a push from Haley. Allmendinger shoots high. Stenhouse shoots low. Stenhouse nearly gets turned around. Wallace pushes high. We begin lap 5. Or hang on. Is it lap 5 or lap 4? It's actually lap 4. Lap 4. Byron in the lead. Then here's Haley and Cindric. They make it 3 wide. Cindric once again up here showing he wants the championship. But so does Kyle Larson. Kyle Larson in the mix. He's fighting for a championship as well. Byron and Chastain all clear in front of the 3 wide battle for third behind them. And here comes Connor Zilic, the Phenom, up the middle. So does Haley. Haley moves high. Haley draws even with this 24. So does Zilic, 3 wide. 3 wide for the lead. And give it to another rookie sensation in Justin Haley. Connor Zilic there as well. Bubba makes it 3 wide for the lead. Give it to Justin Haley. Oh, Zilic gets sideways. He hangs on to it for now. They're getting really tight and squeezed up at the moment. Everybody hang on. It's getting really chaotic. Everyone's hanging on for dear life. Larson gets shuffled. Cindric's in the pack. They're 3 wide for the lead on lap 5. Chastain and Stenhouse get shuffled out. So does Chase Briscoe. Byron in the lead. Keselowski and Zilic side by side for second. That 87's causing a lot of chaos right now up in the front. On the outside, here comes a push from Justin Haley. Austin Cindric is getting a good shot. Here he is up the middle. Zilic makes it 3 wide. We're coming to the final lap of the stage. Rookies in front as well as Austin Cindric. Haley gets down in front of Zilic. Bowman in the third. Then Castro Neves. Where does Connor Zilic want to go with this run? He wants to go to the high side, and he's going to be shuffled out. In fact, he's wrecking. He wrecks. And unfortunately for Austin Cindric, he gets taken out. Slight damage for Chris Buescher. Caution's going to come out to end the stage and give the stage win to Justin Haley. But Connor Zilic gets turned into the wall, and Austin Cindric, crucially, is involved. Wow. That is huge for your championship. Folks, that's huge. Kyle Larson gets 3 stage points. Chris Buescher does get a piece, but he'll be able to keep going. The 87 into the wall, followed by the 16 and the 2. Nowhere for AJ Allmendinger and Austin Cindric to go. And Austin Cindric's huge championship lead may be gone. Well, gotta worry about Daytona now. I don't think Chris Buescher will be okay. His damage isn't that bad. Final stage point goes to Stenhouse, the pole sitter. And it looks like we'll be restarting on lap 8. So let's get the stage results done first. Haley, Bowman, Castroneves, Byron, Bush, Keselowski, Bell, Larson, Busher, Stenhouse. Now let's get your results. Austin Cindric, who has been really good at keeping the car clean since Mexico. 4 top 10s in his past 5 races. A last place finish at Iowa could see his huge points gap be vanished. 0 points for Cindric today, as well as AJ Allmendinger. 33rd for him after a 2-race top 10 streak. And the rookie Connor Zilic, who showed speed today, unfortunately, gets turned around. Zilic finishes 32nd. So we will go back green on lap number 8 of 25. Here we go. Haley, Bowman lead the field back to green. Dead even restart between the 7 and the 48. 3 wide starting to form right behind them. Haley pulls ahead by a little bit. Castroneves will go to the inside. Big move made by the 91 of Helio Castroneves, looking for the lead. 3x3 actually now for the lead. Haley, Bowman, and Castroneves. Now it's Castroneves versus Bowman for the lead. On lap 8. Bowman, Castroneves, side by side for the lead. A bunch of Chevrolets up in the front. Bubba Wallace gets shuffled. So does Shane Van Gisbergen. So does Ty Gibbs. And Joey Logano. We hit lap number 9. Haley dives to the inside of Castroneves. It's been a lot of rookies up in the front. And there's Kyle Larson doing what he needs to do. He needs to run good and take advantage of the 2's misfortunes. We are on lap number 9. Castroneves in the lead of the race with a bunch of Chevrolets right behind him and a push up the middle for the 91. Yeah, here's the 24 pushing him. Now Haley fights back on the inside. Side by side for second behind Castroneves. Byron clear in the second spot. Here's a push on the outside line for Bowman. Josh Berry looking to go high. Berry does go high. Haley gets shuffled. Byron to the inside. Josh Berry trying to make a push for the lead. It's going to be to no avail. He'll be shuffled out as we begin lap number 10. Ooh, Denny Hamlin and Ross Chastain nearly go around. Oh, no. John Hunter Nemechek gets turned. Tyler Reddick is involved. Unless everybody can hang on. No, they cannot. John Hunter around. He gets hit by Todd Gilliland. There's nowhere for Jimmy Johnson to go. He's involved in it. Caution is out. John Hunter, Todd Gilliland. Tyler Reddick, Jimmy Johnson. Ty Dillon is well destroyed. That's big for the championship. Tyler Reddick's up there in points. So is Jimmy and Ty Dillon. Denny Hamlin got sideways, as well as William Byron and Ross Chastain. They all kept it straight, but unfortunately, John Hunter got tipped around. So the caution comes out on lap 10. And that means this stage is going to be over. And Elio will pick up the stage win. Another one in his short Diecast Racing Cup Series career. Second place will be William Byron. Big points for the 24. Kyle Larson third. Huge points for him. Then Josh Berry. Then C. Bell. Then Chris. Then Denny. And then Brad. Rounding out with Chase Briscoe and Ross getting the final spots in the top 10. And we'll update your finishing results as well as the stage results. So we will go green on lap 13 and 25. We've hit the halfway point here in Corn Country. So let's get your stage results done first. We got Elio, then Byron, Larson, Barry, Seabell, Chris, Denny, Brad, Chase, and Ross. Now it's the results. 31st for Ty Dillon. Another week, another rough result for the 10 camp. They just cannot catch a break. Jimmy Johnson, big DNF for him. Back-to-back runner-ups and a 30th place finish. Could have gained a massive amount of points on Austin Cindric, but he will not. Same goes for Tyler Reddick. He could have gained a massive amount of points. But just this 45 team has just been misfiring week after week after week. 29th for the 45 camp. John Hunter Nemechek's had a solid season, not the kind of season he had his rookie year, which was dominant until the playoffs game. But he's been up and down this year, and it's been a lot of hit or miss. That's what the Legacy Motor Club team's been this whole season, it seems like, besides the 84. 28th for John Hunter. Doesn't help his championship hopes. And then Todd, it's just been downhill ever since the start of the season. Another bad finish for the 34 group. 27th for Todd. But hey, Daytona's next week. Maybe you can go sweep Daytona. Here we go. Halfway point in the race. Stage 3 is underway at Iowa. Even restart. Dead even restart. Between Byron and Cat and Elio, and Byron's going to take the lead. Willie B moves out front. 3 wide behind them for about 7th. Many cars getting shuffled out of line. The 24, though, still in front, controlling the way, and he gets down in front of Elio. Barry falls back, side by side for third. Byron and Elio take over out in front. They take control for now. Byron, then Elio, Barry, and Larson side by side for second. Where does everybody want to go? Jones gets shuffled out. Barry moves high, and that's going to shuffle him out. Byron may get put out of line too. To the lead goes Elio on lap 14. Elio to the lead. Larson dives up the inside. Big sideways moment for Briscoe. He hangs on to it as well as Brad. So many people want to make a move. And here they go. 3 by 3. They're all getting shuffled out. So much chaos going on throughout the pack. Top 4 side by side. 2 wide battles, then they're 3 by 3 behind them. The Hendrick boys, Larson and Byron, with on the inside with Elio and Chris on the outside. And C-Bell getting the push up the middle. C-Bell, a shot up the middle. Kyle Larson to the lead. For a moment, because here comes C-Bell. He gets next to Larson, nearly turns Larson. Side by side between the 5 and the 20. 2 dirt trackers going at it. Lap 15 heading to the front straightaway. Larson the lead. Here's Brad. Here's Bush. Larson's in the wall. Here's Elio. They're going to shuffle Larson out. Daniel Suarez up the middle. Trackhouse on the outside. Taking the lead again. The 91 has been really strong so far. Elio looking really good. We're getting close to 3 laps to go on the stage, and Brad dives up the inside of Elio for the lead. Give the lead to Brad. It's been very rare for an RFK car to lead the pack, and here it is. RFK out in front, but not for long. Elio fights back on the outside. Brad takes control again, followed by Justin Haley and Ross. Push up the inside for Kyle Busch. Justin Haley has lost so many races by a photo finish this year. He wants to finally get that first win. Here's Ross diving up the inside of him, though. We're coming to lap 16. Cole Custer nearly gets turned around. Chase Elliott nearly gets turned around. Brad and Chase hang on, and so does the other Chase. Wow, that was chaotic in the back. Give the lead to the 1 car, though. Ross in front of the pack. Ross had a quiet season, finally got that long-awaited first win at Homestead earlier on this year, trying to do it again here today in Iowa. Gibbs cars on the outside line. The only 2 Toyotas up in the front at the moment. As we're coming to 2 to go on the stage. Big push. Big push on the bottom line. Now a push in the middle. Here's Haley charging with Ricky pushing, as well as Kyle Larson. Side by side for the lead between the 7 and the 1. Now the 1 takes the lead back. Ross and Busch clear out in front. Now Haley fights back. Oh, Stenhouse. Stenhouse looking to the inside. He can't. Oh, he can. He can, but no one's going to go with the line. 2 to go on the stage. Ross out in front. There's Kyle Busch. He'll dive to the inside. Kyle Busch out in front. Side by side with Ross. Busch gets shuffled. Ross back out in front. Started from the last row on the grid. Well, here he is leading the way late in the going. Remember, there's still another stage after this. There's 10 stage points on the line. Here's William Byron with help from Fords. Byron to the lead. Byron out in front. Then it's Brad. Then it's Barry. And now the outside line's going to charge. Here come the Chevrolets. Byron leading Brad. Then it's Ross. Ross with a shove. Here comes the 90. Here comes the 1 and the 5. We're coming to the final lap of the stage. Final lap of stage number 3, which isn't the final lap of the race. Remember that. Ross in the lead. Byron. There's going to be a third line starting with Zane and Chris. Brad jumps down from that line. So does Byron. Barry out in front. Looking to go on the high side. He's going to be going too far out, baby. Chase gets shuffled out in the back. Both Chases get shuffled out. White flag. One more time around stage number 3. Ricky shuffles out Zane. There goes Zane. Byron's got a shot. He has not won a long time. He has had a great season. A great, consistent season. Trying to get back into the championship fight. With a big result today. Here he is, leading Brad. Here we go, final lap. Where does everyone go? Ross gets a push. 24 gets a push. Big push up the middle. Big push up the middle. Here we go. Ross next to Byron. Give the lead to Ross in the turn 3. Ricky gets shuffled. Ricky gets shuffled. Here comes Ryan Blaney. Ryan Blaney wants a shot at this. Blaney to the outside. Brad makes it 3. They're side by side. People getting shuffled. Ross sideways. Brad somehow got to the inside of him. To the stripe. The stage 3 win goes to Brad. Brad with a big move on the inside. He gets the stage win. How about that for the 6 camp? Ross second. Give third to Blaney. Then Chris. William Byron ends up 5th. Yeah, not the greatest final lap for Willie B right there. Busch 6th. Seabell 7th. The first chase, that is Elliott in 8th. Briscoe gets 9th. And Zane rounds out your top 10. Kyle Larson critically does not get stage points. That's huge for Austin Cindric. Yeah, he got shuffled out by the Trackhouse boys. So we're now into stage 4. Going racing for a checkered flag. Who wants to win it all? Let's update the stage results before my back cracks. Brad, Ross, Blaney, Chris, Willie B, Busch, Seabell, Chase Briscoe, and Zane. All right, stage 4 time. Who wants to win today at Iowa? We're about to find out. A lot of cars still left in this race. Here we go. Stage 4 is underway at Iowa. Even restart for the 1 and the 6. Suarez shuffled out as well as Ricky and others in the back. Whoa, Zane gets tipped. There goes William Byron and C. Bell. Byron and Christopher Bell get shuffled out. That is huge for this championship. It indeed is. So many cars get shuffled into the back again. Some have been back there the whole race. Denny Hamlin, Eric Jones, Bubba Wallace. They're back in the back again. But William Byron and Christopher Bell have been up in the front all day long, and now they're in the back. They're going to need a caution if they want to get back into this. Brad's got the lead, followed by Ryan Blaney. They're side by side for third between Ross and Kyle Busch. This is the best I've seen RFK perform all season long. Josh Berry gets shuffled. Zane gets shuffled. Kyle Larson gets shuffled. Ryan Blaney to the lead. Big moment in the championship hunt. Lap 20. Oh, Haley nearly gets turned. Wow, I can't believe Justin Haley held on. Ryan Blaney in the lead, followed by Chris. The 12 keeps the lead for now on lap 20. I can't believe it. Kyle Larson gets shuffled out. All that work may be for nothing. This might be a bailout for Austin Cindric, but one of his other championship rivals, Ryan Blaney, who we haven't talked about all day because he hasn't really been in the front until now, compared to him and Larson, he's here. And this is big for Austin Cindric as well. His teammate, who has a shot at the championship, leads the race. And boy, would it be big if he could win. Push on the outside line. Big shove on the outside line. Where does Blaney go with it? Where will he have to block? Chris goes to the inside for the lead. Third line didn't work out. Third line got shuffled out. Kyle Busch with a big head of steam coming to the front. Lap 21, and Blaney, Elio, and Briscoe get shuffled. Oh, Chris shuffles out Busch. To the lead goes Chris Buescher, who has not won since last year's Coca-Cola 600. He is hungry for a race win. Gonna need some help from Fords. Ross has been strong all race, and here he is. Here comes Alex up top. 3 wide for the lead. Give the lead to the 1. Now Chris fights back. And Alex fights back. 3 by 3 out in front, and Ross once again out clear in front. But now Chris is there. Dead even for the lead. Coming to 4 laps to go. Ross in front. Then Chris and Shane fight for second. Shane goes to the outside line. Cole Custer moves up. That'll help out Ross. Ross now all clear in the lead after Haley gets shuffled. And many more are shuffling around. Oh, Chase Elliott goes around. Yeah. Caution's going to come out. That'll be overtime. Another case where Chase Elliott's running up front. He gets crashed late in the going. We will go to overtime. Austin Dillon involved. Chris Buescher. Oh, man. Ryan Blaney. That's huge for the championship. Ryan Blaney is taken out. Ryan Blaney nowhere to go. Kyle Busch nowhere to go. RCR taken out in this melee. Dylan in the fence. Kyle Busch up there as well. Chris Buescher, Ryan Blaney destroyed. That is huge. Both the two Penske cars that are involved in the championship fight are junked. And all that work Ryan Blaney did. He had a great car, but unfortunately he will not finish the race. Well, that's huge for all the other championship contenders that are still running. Maybe somebody like a Denny Hamlin can get up into the front and get a big points day out of this. Maybe. We'll have to find out. But a lot of cars remain, and we're now heading into overtime for the second straight race. So, let's take a look. Let's get your finishing results out of the way. Ryan Blaney. He has been red hot these past couple of weeks with a speed bump at Indy. Today he hits another speed bump. 26th for Blaney. Chris Buescher, RFK, once again. Awful season. It continues. 25th for Chris. He had a great race going. Austin Dillon, wrong place, wrong time. 24th for the 3. He's had a rough year. Chase Elliott's had a rough year. Once again, I can think of 3 times at this point. I believe last week was one of them where he got taken out while running inside the top 5 late in the race. 23rd for the 9. His finishes from Nashville now, 30th, 28th, 29th, 20th. A win at Indy, 20th, 16th, 23rd. Just rough stuff for the 9 crew. And then 22nd for the second straight week for Kyle Busch, who was running really good and then got taken out. So now let's go through. Ross has already won this year. He's looking for his second win of the season and of his career. Cole Custer has never won. He's second. Justin Haley has never won. He's third. Brad is fourth, looking for his first win of the year, and what has been a disaster of a season for RFK. Then Chase Briscoe, looking for his second win of the year. Last week's winner, Shane, he's looking for his third win of the year. Noah's looking for his second and trying to get back in the championship fight. Elio looking for his first win of his career. Alex looking for his second win of the season. Ty Gibbs looking for his third. Zane looking for win number 1 this year. Kyle Larson looking for win number 2. Barry looking for his first win of the season. Same thing with William Byron. And C. Bell. And Daniel Suarez. And Bubba. Eric Jones looking for win number 2. Joe Locke looking for his first win in a long time and win number 20 of his career. Then there's Denny Hamlin looking for his second win of the year. And Ricky looking for his first win of the year. It's overtime in corn country. Here we go in Iowa. We're green. For overtime. Outside line gets a huge start. Big start for the outside line. Custer into the lead. Shane looks up high. He will be shuffled, and so does Cole. Brad leaves them in the dust and give the lead to the 6. The Hendrick boys, Larson and Byron, here they are. They're in the fight. Brad leading Larson. Where does Kyle Larson want to go? William Byron's got a shot at this. And so does Ross. Here he is. But he's not getting enough of a push that he needs. Daniel Suarez with a shove up high. Here comes Suarez. Not a big enough push. Top 4 in the middle. All clear. Now the top 5 all clear. Make that the top 6. And there we go. Ricky's immediately going to dive to the inside. And he's going to go around. Ricky goes around, and that's the field. Caution comes out. The big one strikes in Iowa. Top 4 all escape. Brad, Larson, Willie B, and Briscoe. Ricky got turned in front of Ross, and the whole field jacks up. Wow, Alex nearly got by. Joe Log into the wall with Suarez. That's just unfortunate. Ricky gets pile driven. He gets turned around. Tough break for the 47. Ross had a great car. It's now destroyed. Joey Logano in the wall with Daniel Suarez. Somehow Justin Haley snuck through. But there was nowhere for Josh Berry to go. Zane gets punted. He got wrecked. Noah's destroyed. Elio. And Denny Hamlin. Another big accident here at Iowa. And we'll go to a second overtime, and it takes out some heavy hitters in this championship fight. Denny and Noah. The big 2 involved. Elio, Zane, Noah, like we said, Barry, Suarez, Joe Log. Ross, man, he had a great car. Unfortunate. Ricky and Alex get taken out. Once again, the 88's up here. Yeah, 88 up in the front, late in the going. Then Gibbs, then Seabell. Then Eric Jones, Bubba, and Cole Custer. There's only 11 cars left. Wow. We jumped it up big that time. Woo! Might as well let the dog in. All right, let's clean up the results. Denny Hamlin, he did not need this in his championship charge. Back-to-back DNFs for Hamlin, 21st for Denny. Then Elio. He finishes in 20th. Then Zane. 19th for Zane. Had a quiet day and gets torn up late. His teammate and championship contender Noah also had a quiet day and gets taken out late. 18th for the 4. 17th for Josh Berry. Had a great race going and gets taken out late. Speed's there for the 21 camp, though. 17th for Berry. 16th place, that is Daniel Suarez, who had a quiet day going but got taken out late. 16th for a former points leader this year. 15th, that is Joe Log. Just been an up and down year for the 22. A lot of downs, but recently it's been up. This is a down, though. 14th, that's Ross, who had a great car today, probably the best car. And he gets taken out because Ricky cleared himself off his front bumper. 14th for Ross. Then Ricky and Alex, 13th and 12th for the both of them. Really unfortunate for both those drivers. So, we have 11 cars remaining. Second overtime. Brad leading. Then Kyle Larson. Then William Byron. Then Chase Briscoe. Haley, Shane, Gibbs, Seabell, Jones, Bubba, and Custer. Your 11 cars that remain in the race. Second overtime at Iowa. We're green. Hey. Brad out in front. Willie B and Justin Haley go to the inside. But on the outside, Kyle Larson gets a big run, and the 5 goes to the lead. Shane and Seabell get shuffled. Larson the lead, followed by Brad and Chase, side by side for second. Look at that. Now who do you help? Here's Brad up the inside. Brad side by side with Larson. Eric Jones makes a move. Gibbs goes high, and the Toyotas get shuffled. White flag this time. Here's Ty Gibbs making a late charge. He gets shuffled out of line. Brad leading, 1 lap to go, but Willie B's going to split the difference. 4 wide for the lead. Here's Eric Jones. Here's Seabell. Here's Bubba. They're going to be shuffled out. Going to be a fight between Willie B and Brad. 2 drivers who have not won this year. Maybe Seabell can get in the mix. If the Toyotas can get something going, I think they got a chance. The Toyotas are the only manufacturer that's organized. The Fords are split up. The Chevys almost are all the way lined up, but not like the Toyotas. And here we go, 3 wide for the lead going into turn 3. Seabell into the lead. Gibbs looks high. Jones looks high. Does Seabell block? He tries. Brad muscles him out of the way. 3 by 3 coming to the line. Briscoe's there. Larson shuffles out Haley. It's going to be between the 20 and the 24. Byron and Bell. Byron hasn't won forever. Can it be today? The answer is yes. William Byron wins in Iowa. And the winless streak for the 24 is over. A huge win in this championship chase by William Byron. What a move. He got to the inside of Brad. Coming to the final lap. The middle line dissolved. And Willie B had the push all the way to the line to get it done. He beats out Seabell. Kyle Larson third. And another Hendrick driver breaks a long winless streak. What a year for Hendrick Motorsports. Larson third, a much-needed top 5 for Brad. Chase gets 5th. That's big for his championship fight. Bubba 6th. Shane with another great result. He gets 7th. He needed that. Cole Custer 8th. Great result for his championship charge. Justin Haley 9th. Ty Gibbs with a great top 10 for his championship charge. And Eric Jones 11th. And now William Byron for the first time in, my goodness, a long time, will get to burn it down here in Corn Country at Iowa. William Byron burns it down here at Iowa. What a win for the 24. He finally gets back in the victory lane. And what a result here at Iowa for this Hendrick team. All 4 Hendrick cars have won this year finally. And William Byron, who had the longest winless streak out of the 4 coming into the season, finally ends it here late in the going at Iowa to get a big points haul in his championship charge. Byron showing the world he's a contender. What a race today was here at Iowa. Thank y'all for watching. See y'all later. RB out. Peace. Daytona next. A huge win for William Byron. He needed that. He really needed that in this championship chase. The 24 gets it done in a big way. Byron holding off everyone at the end. He had a great car all race, and it paid off. He wins Iowa. He gains a shit ton of points at Austin Cindric, and we have a championship fight here with 9 races to go. Next up is Daytona. Thank you all for watching. See y'all later. Are we out? Peace.